all met.
Pat, and here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This Hathorn break our tiring house, and we will do it in action, as we will do it for the Duke.
Peter Quince?
What sayest thou, Bony Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire Lake in a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No. Make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and you ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must say that he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you. Not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there are 2 hard things. That is to bring the moonlight into a chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
Oh, calendar, look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then may you leave a casement in the great chamber window, where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and says he comes to this figure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe said the story to talk through the chink of a wall.
We can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him, to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, every mother's son, to rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, you may enter into that break. And so everyone according to his cue.
What tempting homespuns have we swaggering near, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? And what a play toward! I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odors!
Odors, savors sweet. Swat thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than ear played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of you, of color like red rose on triumphant briar, most brisky juvenile and eke most lovely dew, as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, and middies too.
9 is 2, man. Why you must not speak that yet? That you enter the Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tired.
Oh, as true as Taurus, that you would never touch her.
If I were only thine.
Oh, monster so strange, we are haunted. Pray masters, fly masters, help.
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around. Through bog, through brush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be. Sometimes a hound. A hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire. And neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn. Like horse, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What is it that I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fight me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here. And I will sing. That they will hear I am not afraid. So back of you with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his notes so true, the ring.
Whoa! Makes me feel my flowery bed.
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though we cry cuckoo never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force thou move me. On the first view you say, you swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I would serve thine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt stay here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common fate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready.
And I.
And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gamble in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honeybags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their racks and ties, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes, not to melt and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail. Hail. Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peace blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peace, your father. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Peas Blossom. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant-like ox beef hath already devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue. Bring him silently.